Chemistry digital class. In our previous class, we studied what is a chemical equation, how to write a chemical equation to the given word equation. In this class, we will learn how to balance a chemical equation and what is meant by balancing a chemical equation, why to balance a chemical equation. Observe this balance. See, the mass of 1 kg is exactly equal to mass of the tomatoes. Then we say that it is balanced. It is balanced. In the same manner, how can we balance? Why we have to balance a chemical equation? We will learn in this lesson, in this session, with few examples. See, balancing is nothing but equating the reactants, mass of the reactants, to the mass of the products. Mass of the reactants is equal to mass of the products. It means a balanced equation is a equation in which the mass of the reactants is equal to mass of the products, or the number of atoms of the reactants is equal to number of atoms of the products. Then we say that the equation is balanced. So number of atoms of each element on either side is same, or the mass of the reactants is equal to the mass of the products. This is mass of the reactants is equal to mass of the products. Why we have to balance? As for law of conservation of mass, in a chemical reaction, mass neither be created nor destroyed. In accordance with the law of conservation of mass, we have to balance the chemical equation. So mass neither be created nor destroyed. That's why we have to equate the number of atoms of each element on reactant side is equal to the number of atoms of each element on the product side. That is, mass of the reactants is equal to mass of the products. That is, mass of reactants is equal to mass of the products. Then we say that the chemical reaction is balanced. So what do you mean by a balanced chemical reaction? A balanced chemical reaction is a reaction, or a chemical equation is an equation. Balanced chemical equation is an equation in which the mass of the reactants is equal to mass of the products, or the number of atoms of the reactants is equal to number of atoms of the products. Let us try to balance this equation. Hydrogen combines with oxygen to give water. So hydrogen, the symbol of hydrogen is H. Its atomicity is 2. So you have to remember, while writing the elements, you have to mention the atomicity. So hydrogen always exists as diatomic molecule. So the molecular formula of oxygen is O. Next, water. The compound water formula is H2O. Observe this one. Write the elements present in this reaction. Hydrogen is present and oxygen is present. How many atoms of reactants are there? 2 atoms of hydrogen is there, 2 atoms of oxygen is there. On the product side, observe this one. 2 hydrogen atoms are there, 1 oxygen atom is there. Is it balanced? Look carefully. Hydrogen is balanced, but oxygen is not balanced. That is mass of the reactants. What is the mass of the reactants? 34 units. Because mass of 1 hydrogen atom is 1 AMU, mass of 1 oxygen atom is 16 AMU. So mass of the products, what is the mass of the products? 18 mu. That is mass of products. What is the product here? Water. So the mass of water is 18 mu, but mass of the reactants is 34 units. So they are not balanced. Mass of the reactants is not equal to mass of the products. At the same time, number of atoms of oxygen on either side is not same. That's why you have to balance. So start balancing with the simplest one, which is not balanced. Here oxygen is not balanced. So I multiplied water molecule with 2. 2 is the quotient. Don't change the molecular formula. Now 2 into H2, that is 4 hydrogen atoms, 2 oxygen atoms. Here to balance hydrogen, what I did, I multiplied with 2. Now look carefully, mass of the reactants, 4 plus 32, that is 36 units. Mass of the products, again 36 units. So LHS is equal to RHS. Now it is balanced equation. We equated mass of the reactants to the mass of the product. Let us verify another example. Magnesium bonds in the presence of oxygen to give magnesium oxide. Magnesium, the symbol of magnesium is Mg. Magnesium always exists as a monoatomic molecule. Oxygen is diatomic. Magnesium plus O2, Mg plus O2 gives us MgO. Observe the elements. What are the elements present here? Magnesium and oxygen. So the elements are magnesium and oxygen. How many magnesium atoms are present on the reactant side? One magnesium atom and two oxygen atoms. Here on the product side, one magnesium and one oxygen. See, magnesium is balanced, but oxygen is not balanced. So multiply this with 2. Change the quotient. Now see this one. I multiplied magnesium oxide with 2. Now 2 magnesiums and 2 oxygens. But here only one magnesium is there. So again I multiplied with 2. Now it is balanced. 2 magnesium plus O2 gives rise to MgO. Are you clear? Now look carefully. Number of reactants of magnesium is equal to 2 on either side. Reactant side, 2 magnesium atoms are there. On product side also 2 magnesium atoms are there. Oxygen 2 is there, and here also products also 2 is there. So now LHS is equal to RHS. Number of atoms of reactants is equal to number of atoms of products. Now it is balanced. Let us try to balance another equation. Observe this, the reaction between barium chloride and sodium sulfate. We did this experiment, precipitate reaction. See this one. What is formed here? Barium sulfate and sodium chloride. What are the reactants present here? Barium chloride and sodium sulfate. What are the products? Barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Now observe this one. The formula of molecular formula of barium chloride is BaCl2 and sodium sulfate is Na2SO4. Again, barium sulfate BaSO4 and sodium chloride is NaCl. If you observe the different elements present on the reactant side and product side, barium is present, chlorine is present, sodium is present, sulfur is present, oxygen is present. On the reactant side, one barium is present. On product side, one barium is present. Here, 2 chlorines are present. On the reactant side, 1 chlorine is present. It is not balanced. On the reactant side, 2 sodium are present, 1 sodium is present. It is not balanced. Sulfur 1 it is balanced. Oxygen 1. So these two are not balanced, chlorine and sodium. So you start balancing with this chlorine and sodium, So for that one, what I did, I multiplied this sodium chloride molecule, the quotient 2, that is 2 NaCl. I multiplied sodium chloride with 2. Now look carefully, 2 sodium and 2 chlorines. Now it is balanced. After this one, barium is reactant 1 and product is also 1. Chlorine is reactant 2 and the product is 2. Sodium again 2. And sulfur 1. Oxygen 4. Everything is balanced. Number of atoms of reactants is equal to number of atoms of products. So now we can say that it is a balanced equation. This method is known as table method. So in table method, what you do, you go on balancing row by row. Start balancing from the simplest one, which is not balanced. What are the symbols we use in a balanced chemical equation? See this one. In a balanced chemical equation, small s is used to represent solid. Liquid, we use small l. For gas, small g. For aqueous solution, we use AQ. You know what is the meaning of aqueous? When a salt is dissolved in water, then we call it as aqueous solution. In water only it has to be dissolved, then we call it as aqueous solution. Any substance or any salt which is dissolved in water, then we call it as aqueous solutions. Next, if any precipitate is formed, we indicate with the downward arrow. If any gases are evolved in a chemical reaction, we indicate with the upward arrow. Next, any heat changes are taking place, we use the symbol delta. Delta stands for thermochemical reactions. See this one. In this reaction, we did this experiment. In this reaction, see this one, barium sulfate. This is a white precipitate. So I indicated with the downward arrow. So these are the symbols we use in a balanced chemical equation. See, here is a quiz. You can enjoy the quiz. Right click on the word quiz, you will get the quiz. So you play the quiz and you will enjoy and fun in this quiz. I think I made this balancing chemical equation